welcome back to CaveCraft. We're back on CaveCraft. I have had so much fun in my first episode, I decided I'm gonna do another episode 2 of something. I know I'm gonna stop being the one episode for every series guy. I mean, Skyfall and Sky Factory 4, I kind of gave up after like 1 or 2 episodes, but I promise with Skyblock and with CaveCraft, we're gonna do a whole lot more because I'm actually interested in this because there's new people to meet, there's new projects to try, and automation is a whole lot harder because, well, in Skyblock, it's Skyblock, there's really no access to like pistons, that kind of stuff, so it's really hard to like design farms for Skyblock. And then for CaveCraft, well, I like it because it's an SMP, and also you guys like it because it's an SMP. I like it because I can collaborate with other people from the server, and it's pretty cool because I like to get to know new people. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened in between episodes. In here, we are so stacked. Oh my goodness, I have never seen a more expensive box. We've got the utilities kind of things over here, and we've got all of the tools, and then the chest plate that I'm probably never going to use. So it's appropriately named. You might have seen we got Elytra. Have not renamed those yet. We got the bun protectors. I'm going for like kind of a summer theme-ish, but hard hat I could have renamed to like baseball cap. I didn't. And dad sandals and a blue hot barbecue poker. But since then, I netherited it, so I need to rename it. But it's like 17 levels to rename it. Do you really think I'm gonna spend that many levels to do that? The answer is yes. Yes, of course I am. So now that that's pretty much recapped up, I want to show you guys something. Because all I showed you so far was my inventory. But I found 2 other great things. First off, I finally went to that area where I'm going to be putting my mega base, and we're going to actually plan out some stuff for the mega base this episode. And one other thing we did is we started working on a certain farm, and that certain farm is known as a gold farm. They're really overpowered in 1.16. They give a ton of experience, and I mean a ton. Brings you to level 30 in like 20 seconds, and they give you so much gold. And the design that I'm using, a design by Raceworks, it'll be linked in the description, is a design that basically connects the output of the drops that you get from the zombified piglins to a bartering farm. So basically, we'll kill the piglins, and we'll also be bartering at the same time. It's a super small and efficient design, up to 560 barters an hour, which is enough. That's all we're going to really need. I'm not going to be planning on making anything too humongous for bartering. There's really no need to do that. Also, the server is hosted in a way so that Bedrock can't be broken because the TPS is weird or something. I don't know. Fire just told me that, so I'll believe him. But yeah, we just fly up here, right? And you kind of see where this is going, right? I need a ton of magma, and as I just said, Veka is collecting magma right now for me, and Wolfie's doing Wolfie things. We'll let him do that. So we need a ton of magma because these are 10 blocks in width, and that will make it super efficient. So the highlights of this design are there is only a need for 1 satellite piglin, or zombified piglin, because the satellite piglin will tell the piglin over here that they should be angry at me, and then this piglin will tell the piglin over there, and then the piglin over there, so on and so forth, into an entire chain reaction all the way around so that they all get angry at me. So that's why there's only need for 1 satellite. I'm gonna call him Pigman, because why not? We have a super simple kind of mid design over here. The zombified piglins have no trouble pathfinding on these blocks around here. They will not fall off. And they will eventually run into here, where they are killed by mob entity cramming, which is super fast, a super fast and simple way to kill pretty much anything, including players, so we want to be careful not to fall into there. But this is pretty much the design. There's this stuff around here. There's really minimal redstone. There's really just 2 sorters and then 1 comparator that just sees if a non-stackable item goes through a hopper. So we just shoot a pigman. Why am I so overpowered? We just shoot a pig. We just shoot. Oh my goodness. We need to make it so that I don't kill pigmen first hit. Yes, there we go. Alright, so they'll pathfind around here. They can see me, but they're not going to try and jump at me. In fact, they're going to come around here. The cool thing about this design is this L shape. So normally, people use like grindstones or anvils. The nice thing about this design is that you have no need for either of those. Basically, it makes it so that the zombified piglins on the left, on our left, have priority for going in, and the piglins on the right will make their way in, so it kind of meshes together like a zipper. So 1, it's super satisfying to watch, and 2, it works really well. So as you can tell, it's not at max capacity right now. I mean, I've only done like 2-3 blocks of width, so they're not going to be summoning that many zombie pigmen. But it will be summoning enough, so we are getting everything mended up, and we'll be able to get back on our wings pretty soon. Another thing that I want to do this episode is, I've showed you where I want to put my mega base, but I also want to tell you guys my plans for my mega base. So I'm going to AFK in here for a little bit, and we're going to have a little time-lapse chat. Okay. So, what do I want to do with my mega base? Well, my mega base is going to be something that is very big, mega, but I don't actually want to build a base per se. I want to build, my idea from the beginning, and this is an idea that I got from Serve Leovol, the series that I had with Leovol for a little bit before he decided that he wasn't going to play for the rest of the summer. I got this idea from that world. We are going to be building a farm, like a barn with fields and fields of wheat, carrots, potatoes, the works, and you know, we'll have like storage silos that are actually storage silos. And I had compiled an entire list of the redstone components that I'd need, the different machines that I'd need to have in place. But I've decided I do still want to do that, and we are still going to do that. However, we're also going to make where our base is the industrial district. So initially, I was planning to put the farm inside of a plains biome. However, I've changed my mind and I want to put it in a savanna biome. And I want to put it in a savanna biome because savanna biomes are actually pretty flat. They are extremely flat for placing farms, so you don't have to do much terraforming, and it's really easy to build farms. You don't have to use your pickaxe and shovel that much. You don't have to, waste time thinking about, oh, does this look nice, or oh, this isn't flat enough, but it still needs to look nice. So I'll focus on like the barns, and we're going to build a small farmhouse just as a little storage unit for now, and then as the season continues we'll add more barns, have like a little road. I want this to be like one of those full-on industrial farms. If you ever read the book Of Mice and Men, the main scene there is a farm, and I want my farm to be like that farm. It's a very expansive farm. It's got woods around the edge, and it's got like a road leading to everything. Oh my goodness, Wolfie has died so many times. So yeah, I'm going to get a little bit more XP here, and then I'll meet you guys back at where my mega base is. Oh yeah, before we leave this place, I want to show you guys the kinds of drops that we get, and please don't get... No, mistakes were made, okay, we're not gonna be looking at... Okay, so basically what this farm does is, this should work. What this farm does is it automatically barters, so you know, we've got all the new bartering stuff, our fire res pods, our obsidian, our crying obsidian, our blackstone, gravel, you know, the works. And then we also have gold, because gold, no, okay. Gold is a drop from zombified piglins, and that is gold nuggets, which basically 9 gold nuggets can be crafted into 1 gold ingot, and that is pretty much all you need to get 1 gold ingot. So using this game mechanic, we can create these massive farms that create tons of gold. So the output of gold that we have right now, it's not ideal, it's not optimized in any way, but it yields 2 stacks of gold blocks an hour at max capacity, so that is definitely good enough. And we've made it so that the item sorters only sort gold into this place, and then all the other drops like the rotten flesh and the swords, which we do not want, are pushed into this staircase, which drops into the fire, which is great. So we've got a little bit of gold here, a little bit of bartering, and that's really all we're gonna need. I don't need a substantial amount of gold. If I really do need more, I can make a more efficient farm, but as farms go, the ones that we have right now are actually pretty good. So let's head on over to our latest and greatest area, which is our mega base. So the mega base is quite accessible from the main hub. So over here we have our portal, which we set up in between episodes. That leads to our starter base, the weird castle with the light texture thing, and then we fly around here, up here, and you just hop on up here, and then it's like a 500 something block flight, which it sounds like a lot, but it's actually really fast. It's like 2 flight duration, it's like 5 flight duration, 3 rockets. But this is what we wanted to avoid, getting stuck in the tunnels like this, because we can sprint jump. Honestly, that's not ideal. We have Elytra on our back for a reason, but it's okay, we'll soon be out of this tunnel. This tunnel is far from finished. I want to make it so that it looks like we're entirely inside of the Nether, so I don't want any outside access, so that ghasts don't shoot us and nothing spawns inside. So what I want to do is set up an ice road as well as a soul sand road. So I need to sleep real quick. Alright, good morning. We're back. We're in our mega base area, and you can see we've already got a few workstations set up just for doing like the odds and ends that these will require. So like if I want to craft any more netherite, I'll use this. If I want to smelt all around stuff, use this, blah 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 blah. You don't need to know that. You're already good at the game. Let's get building a farmhouse. Enjoyed that little time lapse. The house, I think, turned out really great. After I finished the time lapse, I did a ton of work on the interior, and I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest. I think it came out pretty well. So right now, I'm just storing away all of our stuff that we got from the old base, as well as all the stuff that we needed to make the new one, as well as loot from the various different structures that we have raided on our way over to the new base. I'm just cleaning up the area around the house, just doing some quality of life stuff. Like I'm going to be removing the podzol, moving this stuff inside, finding a nice place for this stuff inside, taking out all these chests, moving the nether portal. You know, we're definitely going to do that. It's very in the way. But I think the house came out really great. I based it off of a farmhouse that I already know of, and I think it came out really great. I'm going to be putting vines on it just to make it look a little bit older and to texture it up a little bit so it's just not a white canvas. But definitely credits to Zapixel on the design. I'll be linking them in the description. They make really cool builds, but I do want to make my own builds this season. I just needed to try my hand at learning how to build these kind of farmhouses because this is my first try, so don't public shame me on that. It's just a trial run. Oh, looks like Wolfie is online. Some of the finer features of this house actually is our chandelier. I'm pretty proud of this. It's redstone lamp, but it's actually not lit. People don't light this. It's a budget design. In Zapixel's video, they use dark prismarine stairs. Even though there is one of the ocean thingamabob temple. Oh my goodness, that was scary. There is an ocean temple thingamabob over there, but I wanted to go with warped wood because that's more budget, really. And not everybody has the ability to live next to one of those. Also, we set up this custom kind of towel. I like it. I got the base from an acacia village over there, and then we used these looms, and that was pretty big brain. I was actually missing a bunch of the flowers and different texture blocks that Zapixel used, so I ended up using kind of crops and flowers, and instead of smokers, we put in these looms to sort of act like grills, and they've got this cool little metallic kind of front, so it kind of looks like an oven, if these things were like kind of glass and it's peering into a red brick inside. We also have some shelves over here, using this trick where you can put a slab on top of a sign. Pretty soon, actually, the server admin, TechRun, is going to be updating the server so that it has invisible item frames. But as it is, the edge of the item frame kind of blends in with the birch wood back here, so it's okay if we can't. Over here we have our sink with the towel, you already saw that. We have the fridge, which is an interesting design. You know, you might have seen it before. It's a pretty simple fridge. You got the button over here that dispenses the food, bada bada ba, bing bang, boom. We have our kind of table over here for eating, our chair, or our kind of couch thing, I guess. Our table, some hidden lighting right here. Not very hidden, but just there. Tons of pots and lanterns everywhere, a couple of paintings. I really wanted the one with the creeper face because it's cool. This is like kind of a TV, you know, if you've ever seen a TV, it does that thing where it's like a crosshair, and then there's a 1 in the middle, and then a 2, and then a 3, or maybe the other way around. That's basically this, so you can have a seat on your chair right here and watch some TV without the chandelier getting in the way. We have a nice fireplace here, pretty standard. Climbing up around here, we have our second floor, which is kind of like this place is kind of more like storage. We have our barrels and chests over here, and then I like to call this a Harry Potter chest because it's underneath the stairs. Up here we have the study, which is a very cool build. We kind of have armor back here just in case we'll ever need it. I try to hide a crafting table in most rooms, a small carpet here. We got a bit of detailed bookshelves, and then this desk right here, which is really cool. Eventually I'll start like a journal of every episode and type one in. Actually, we're going to do that today. So take the book, right? Open it. Let's see, what is the date? The date is 9. The date is 9/12. Today I built my house. Alright, perfect. So it'll just be like that, pretty basic really. Yeah, that'll be it. We might actually also log our bank account there. We have our beds over here, our toolbox, this is just temporary. Ender chest, bookshelf, kind of desk, table kind of thing right here. Got a couple of plants. outside onto our balcony, viewing the ocean. I think I did very good placement on this. We have a couple of chairs with some potted plants. Again, tried to go for a variation here, but I really didn't have any of the flowers that I needed. Back down here, we can go to the kind of semi-exterior bit, which is the, I don't know what this is called. I guess you'd call this a patio with a gate out back. I did some tiny exterior design. I didn't pay much attention to this wall and these walls because they weren't going to be viewed as much. The only reason you would be on this half of the house is to be viewing outside of the ocean. On this side we have some bushes, and then this sapling won't grow because 1, there's this block above it, but 2, just to be extra safe, we put a string over there. Another one of those bush. This is where you saw the crops earlier. This is possible because of our water source right there, which is hydrating all of these blocks, making it so that I can plant stuff on that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We got our chest, chest. We have our sofa over here, a couple of lanterns just to illuminate the door, and then our bell, which we stole we stole from the village over there. Yeah, that's the bell. So I'm going to be doing some beautification of this place, and then we can start making a very simple farm. It's going to be a sugarcane farm. It's going to be focusing, it's just going to be a very simple, small, early game farm, you know. So let me clean up this place, and then I'll show you guys how to build a sugarcane farm. Alright guys, cleaning up has been completed. Killing Wolfie and him killing me has been completed. A little bit of trading has also been completed, and we are now pretty much all set to start building our newest farm. So basically all we're going to need for this is 1 sugarcane, if I can find it. Here we go. 1 sugarcane, 1 dirt, if I can find that, 1 water source. We need a piston and an observer and a little bit of redstone, and a few blocks, of course. So I'm going to go get some of that stuff, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we are back. We have gotten the majority of the materials that we will need. All we need now is a bucket, so let's just grab that real quick. Alright, so all we're going to need is our observer, our cane, our dirt, our water source, our building blocks, our piston, and a couple of redstone components. So this should be extremely easy to build. So all we need right here is to do this, have something to place our cane on. Cane goes right there. Observer goes like, my goodness, I am lagging today. Observer goes like so, a little bit higher. Observer goes like a so, right? Right. And then let's see, piston goes right here, and I hope and pray that this is the way that it works, because if it doesn't, I am bad at redstone, or I've just forgotten. These are pretty simple to do. Anyway, so if I place a block there, let's try that again. Alright, so if I place a, wait, no, I just realized how this works, I think, right? Place a block right there, place a block right there. That should work, right? Yes, it works. So basically, the way that this works is, I'm trying to explain the redstone here to you guys. Actually, I don't think we need this either. So basically what this does is it runs the signal down here. So the signal is on top of this block, and then the signal being here powers this block, which also powers this piston, meaning if we place a block there, it will fire once, and it will basically clear the cane, and we can, instead of a water source, you can have like a collection system over here. So that's it. Super easy, super simple cane farm. Because this is a barn, this is a farm. This is really all I'm going to do. Pretty basic like this. So we're going to pick this up, move this farm, and make a couple more modules to a more suitable location. And I'll be back with you guys once I'm done with that. Alright guys, welcome to the most aesthetically displeasing build in the history of Minecraft. Yeah, I know, the color palette's kind of eh. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm probably gonna go spruce over there, oak over there, and then swap these out for oak. I think I'm going to switch up the roof, but I think the color's alright. But we are generating sugarcane. It will flow on over here and I can pick it up whenever I want. Otherwise, we can just leave it to despawn. So Veka has finally delivered our magma, which is a thing I asked him to start harvesting for me a while back, and he never really was able to do it, but he has finally completed his task. So I'm gonna go pick that up. We're going to go upgrade our current farm. And yeah, I guess we can upgrade it in the form of a time-lapse. But first, I still want to go over to the farm and pick up some, two things. I want to pick up some EXP, and I also want to get another ender chest because I'm out of inventory ender chests right now. So I'll meet you guys over at the gold/piglin bartering farm. Alright guys, welcome back. We have paid Veka for the magma. Veka was kind enough to let us keep both of the shulker boxes. I got the magma for really cheap, and that's really great. However, I still need like another 9 something stacks to finish off the farm. But as you can see, we are getting so many more spawns than before. Our XP gain is insane. But sadly, that's pretty much all the time I have for this episode. I want to get this uploaded and pushed out to you guys before the end of the weekend. So, between episodes, I will try and finish this farm. And next episode, we can get working on a ton of infrastructure. So, I'll see you next time. And until then, have a good one. Leave a like if you want to see more content like this. Subscribe if you're new. And hit the bell button if you want to get notified when half of my videos come out. Bye!